Yo, yo. Thought I'd do a little update on where we are with what we've got at the minute. I've obviously been selling on eBay for quite a long time now. I've had the account since 2013. I'll flip it around for a sec. But the past up to 6 months, I've been selling a lot more cards. So I've now changed my account directly to card. Man, I haven't eaten or drank and it's given. Selling cards, that's the word. So got Coventry, obviously where I'm from, Chaos Cards. Check it out on eBay. I've got like 45 cards listed at the minute. Some slabs, some just £1 cards, some from the 25th celebration collection. Yeah, so Coventry Chaos Cards. Day one with this official store, obviously online store only from my bedroom, but I made 4 sales, which I've had plenty of similar days like that before, but it's nice. So it's like 25 quid up. At the minute, I am using house money, I'm using my money. It is what it is. So I've got 2 submissions on the way with Ace at the minute. One they're working on, one that I actually just need to make sure they get it. Should be getting it today or tomorrow. And yeah, I've got a few of these listed. And, right, so these 3 are listed already. So you've got the Vaporeon, very nice one, Prismatic. This is one of the very first cards I bought when I got back into collecting last year. Reshiram. It's not quite as elite looking as the new one, but honestly I actually think that's mostly due to the 25th anniversary stamp. It's still like, if you got rid of that, it's a nice card. The actual holo is it's a bit tacky, but there's a certain angle, see if I can get it, where it just that looks like the new version, and it's kind of cool that you can only see that from a certain angle. Like, it's quite hard to get that, but that's like the new version, and you can see it without you know, you don't notice the stamp so much, which is also why it looks cleaner from there. So yeah, I think I'm currently selling that for 40 or 45. I think I paid a bit more than that because I got it shipped from the US back then. I was very new at the time. I think I paid like 70 including delivery. I'm looking to just about break even on this one. I think I got the card for 150 a long time ago. Again, I was new at the time. I paid for like the 50 quid shipping with Ace, so I'm probably actually going to lose a little bit of money on that, but it is what it is. Got the Obsidian Flames, currently listing that for 90. There are some scratches on the back of the case of this one, which is a shame. That is honestly how I got sent it. I messaged the seller at the time. It is what it is. From the front, I don't notice any of that. Pretty cool card. I think 90 or 95 I've got that listed for. I think that's a decent price. So they're the 3 slabs I've currently got. Doing just a little bit through my collection. This is one that I packed myself recently. Rarest card I've ever pulled, probably the rarest card I'll ever pull. It's 0.1% to get that. I tested out a new grading company. That was due to the Ace increases, and I thought, you know, I'm going to try something else. And they also did the matching. The labels aren't the same level as Ace, but it's cool that another company is doing it. It's also crazy that only one other company is doing it. I feel like it's such an obvious thing for collectors and resellers. That's why I'm confident Ace, I'm not affiliated or sponsored at all, but that is why I'm confident Ace will continue to grow. They've obviously grown an exceptional amount. That's why they can afford to do the price increase. And the fact that they've had more submissions since then kind of tells you all you need to know. Also, I watched a YouTube video yesterday on a guy in America doing it, so I didn't realise this. Sorry, I don't want to just talk. I don't want you to just be staring at a card for that long. You can see my face for a little bit. I didn't realise Ace and DHL have a partnership. This is brilliant marketing, business mind, whatever you want to call it, from Ace. So in the US, wow, I really do need to eat. My brain is just barely functioning. From the US, you can send it to Ace for free. So send it from the US to the UK for free. and then you only pay to receive it back, which is like $30. So you probably about 24 quid. I would look at that as £24 there and back. In the UK, you paying about 16 quid. So it's not that bad. And yeah, so I think that's massive. I think once Ace grow in America, then it's game over. I think they will become easily third highest grading company. I say easiest, there might be a battle between, I get them a little bit confused. So you've obviously got PSA. Then I thought Beckett would be second, but they're not, are they? So you've got, I think it's CGC, not BGC. Was it BGS? BGS sounds better. Anyway, so I think based on the current rankings, I could see them taking third. And then, yeah, I'm not going to say second, one day at a time. This is another one that I packed. Again, I'm still learning. I missed the surface on this. It got 10 everywhere else apart from surface, which I'm still yet to kind of see how that brings it down so much. Then this is one that I got from the booster box myself, direct from the Pokemon Center. Shame that's not a 10, because I think it goes up to about 150 in a 10, and it's barely anything in a 9. But this is why we need Ace to grow, so you're not just reliant on a 10. And then these are cards that I've just got back from Ace about a week ago. Awesome submission. This is for my collection, and it's going to be in my collection as long as I can afford to do it. Absolutely love that card. Also another nice one. Now, if people are interested in these sorts of cards, I would be open to selling them, this one included. As much as I love it, I'm happy with this one, because this was like a bit of a newbie eye that I had, and I've still picked this up on eBay thinking it could be a 10, and it came back a 10. These are the ones that I packed myself. This is back when I was opening with Dragon Ball at retail price. Another nice one. Now this is cool. Bought this one off eBay. It blew my mind that it was base set. I didn't care what that really came back as, but it is cool. And this was pretty sick. I'd never seen this KFC one before. This was a PSA 6. I went and got it regraded, got it up 1. And then this bad boy I bought for myself a long time ago. Possibly will list this one as well. It is worth quite a bit in a 10. I think it's about 120, 110 to 150, somewhere in there. So yeah, day 2 of doing this properly. Well, technically it's been a bit more because I sent these massive submissions off. So this submission was only a 10 piece, and 2 of them were with my brothers. I've got a 25 card submission on the £21 total per card. Service, 45-day turnaround. So this is why I'm having to go into house money a little bit, because I don't want to just be sat here for 45 days. I do expect to make a healthy amount of profit on that, because I've got some high value cards in that submission, but I don't want to be sat around. So I'm trying to keep stuff moving now and keep it liquid, but I have had to dig into my own collection a little bit. It is what it is. No business is going to be created without any sacrifice. And what else was I going to say? Yes, and then I've used through Ace Select, I've used the cheapest one, so £15 per card in total service. So 95-day turnaround. In that submission, I've got 68 cards. So trying to make some big moves with that. I think that's a really fun submission. I'm not gonna lie. I've got cards in there that I've never seen being listed. And before you say, oh, well, they probably won't sell, then it is what it is. I want my business to be me. I want it to be stuff that I like. Obviously, as well as what other people like, otherwise I'm not going to have a business. But what I'm trying to say is I'm trying to stay authentic to myself. And I think it's fun. I think if you don't just look at the monetary value of it, I think it's cool that I've got stuff that I've never seen before. I can't remember that many of them because it literally 68 cards. I basically just went through my own binder, pre-graded them as best as I could, and I do have a high success rate for how new I am to this. In that 10 card submission, 8 cards were mine, 6 of the 8 came back a 10, and the 2 that didn't, I knew they weren't. That's not why I was sending them. So basically I got 100% of what I thought I would. So absolutely buzzing with that. And that's kind of what's given me a bit of confidence and enough hope to give this a proper go. Yeah, I think that's about it at the minute. So yeah, we've got 2 submissions, a 25 card one, a 68 card one. Because they're 45-day and 95-day turnarounds, I'm digging into my collection to just get some, try and make some money to make some moves now. And yeah, I think that'll do for now. So peace.